We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it blocked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me get real serious.
The basketball world is buzzing again, and not in a good way. Angel Reese is back in the spotlight, but for all the wrong reasons. Her recent performances have fans cringing more than cheering, and sports commentators are struggling to find anything positive to say. Meanwhile, Reebok is gearing up to release her signature shoe in 2026, and behind the scenes, some industry insiders are quietly wondering if this could go down as one of the costliest endorsement missteps since the XFL flopped.
The Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonia Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot. Stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonia. That was a show. She put on a flat-out show versus Angel Reese in the Chicago Sky. Boy, did they ruin Angel Reese's homecoming.
Every time Angel Reese steps on the court, statisticians across the country brace themselves, and not because they're expecting greatness. In her second season, she's pulled off something almost unbelievable. She's hitting just 31.5% of her layup attempts, despite taking the third most in the entire league. Think about that. We're talking about a 6 feet 3 inches pro athlete missing shots that most high school JV players make without thinking twice.
The Chicago Bravado once again got their ass kicked. Angel Reese was so bad last night, the announcers calling the game, they were laughing at her performance. Check out some highlights for yourself. Well, KC, you always do this. You select a couple of bad plays and try to convince us that Angel Reese isn't a superstar.
Angel Reese's struggles around the basket have reached almost unbelievable levels. Her inability to score from point-blank range has unintentionally made her a bit of a punchline. In one unforgettable moment against the New York Liberty, she missed 4 straight putback attempts in just 12 seconds, with 2 of them getting blocked. The clip exploded online, but not because it was impressive. Instead, it became a perfect example of how a routine play can spiral into something that looks more like a skit than pro basketball.
This was an epic embarrassment, bro. Remember, this is a pro basketball player. Won a national championship. Their calling card they'd like to hang over is she beat Caitlin Clark. Remember that. Watch this.
Also with the miss, Angel Reese picks it up, what she's good at. Getting another offensive rebound. She says, "Kenny, that. How about another?" Persistence trying to pay off. Jones gets a piece. Angel Reese won't give up. Jones with another block.
Are you serious, guys?
On paper, Angel Reese's 44.4% shooting this season might not look too bad, until you consider where most of her shots are coming from, right under the basket. For context, most pros make their layup 70 to 80% of the time. Somehow, Reese has turned one of the simplest shots in the game into a 50-50th gamble.
Spin cycle, the Angel Reese, face up, oh, here we go. Oh, snap, cook up, crossover, crossover, right to the rack, and but we got our own rebound. Beautiful. We got our own offensive rebound. Here we go again. A little bit of travel action in there. And we missed another. But don't worry. We grabbed our second rebound. Let me just posture up real quick. Talk my ish. You can't guard me. Point forward, Angel Reese.
The most revealing sign of just how shaky Reese's finishing has become is the reaction from the broadcasters whose job is to make every play sound electric. NBA and WNBA commentators are skilled at turning even the most routine moments into excitement. But when Angel Reese drives to the rim, those same voices start to crack. You can hear the pause, the awkward silence, the struggle to sell what's happening, because even the pros can't spin a missed layup into a highlight.
With her dominant performances in June, she earned her All-Star selection. But these aren't just a couple of bad plays. These aren't bloopers. These aren't rare moments. This is the norm. The same thing happened last week when the Chicago Bravado got their ass kicked by the Minnesota Linkers. I don't have to convince you that Angel Reese has no impact on winning. Just look at her record. Look at her resume in the WNBA.
If you're enjoying this, don't forget to subscribe. In a recent game, after yet another baffling miss on what should have been an easy layup, one commentator actually let out a laugh, live on air. And this wasn't a light chuckle at a fluke play. It was the kind of laugh that comes from frustration and disbelief. When the people paid to hype up the action can't take you seriously anymore, you've entered territory most athletes never touch. These moments have taken off online, spawning a wave of social media content. Clips of her missed layups, often edited with circus music or slow-mo replays, have racked up millions of views. But this isn't the type of viral attention that sells sneakers, it's the kind that makes brand managers lose sleep.
Inside, and Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it, blocked.
We go through All-Star break, we come back, 9 turnovers. We sit out with a back injury, we come back, can't make a fundamentally sound layup. Maybe they rushed you back from injury. Tyler Marsh, did you rush her back from injury? Tyler Marsh, I'm looking at you.
If Angel Reese's struggles were happening on a winning team, they might fly under the radar. But the spotlight burns brighter when your team can't buy a win. The Chicago Sky currently sit at 7-21, blending Reese's shooting issues with a level of team play that would be embarrassing in a local rec league. They're in the middle of an 8-game losing streak, and perhaps the most telling stat of all, they're 0-5 in games she's missed due to a recent back injury. It creates a strange situation. They can't seem to win when she plays, but they're somehow even worse when she doesn't. It's like someone complaining about the air conditioning while their whole house is on fire.
I'm no expert in math, but it looks like Angel Reese wins 1 out of every 3 games. If I remember correctly, Angel Reese has beaten a team with a winning record once this season. So you tell me how Angel Reese impacts winning.
Coach Tyler Marsh has tried to stay optimistic, but even his kindest words can't hide the real problem. The Sky have built their team around a player whose biggest claim to fame is starring in blooper reels. When your top player is best known for missing shots that a blindfolded middle schooler might make, it's hard to keep championship hopes alive. Reebok's choice to make Angel Reese the face of their basketball comeback was a bold move. Led by Shaquille O'Neal, the company made her their first major basketball signing and plans to release her signature shoe in 2026. On paper, it looked like a smart bet, a young player with a strong social media following and lots of potential. But reality can quickly turn well-laid plans into a mess. Reebok CEO, Todd Krinsky, has compared Reese to legends like Shaquille O'Neal and Allen Iverson, saying she could change the culture the same way they did. The problem? O'Neal and Iverson were actually great basketball players. Now, industry insiders are starting to wonder if Reebok really knew what they were getting into. Signing an athlete isn't just about their current skills, it's a bet on their future. With Reese, that future looks more like a ball bouncing off the rim and straight to the floor.
Who I went to school with. I'm not going to follow people who are not friends of mine, but acquaintances, right? Again, you don't have to, I'm not going to do that to you. But again, sometimes I'd be looking at their page and bro, you were fucking lucky. Cause I wanted to unfollow you so fucking bad, but again, I'm not no celeb, so I ain't going to do it. But I low-key be plotting on niggas to unfollow me, just so I could be like, bitch! I don't even fuck with you like that. For real, for real. And a lot of times I be wanting to unfollow people because a lot of people don't even really post on social media.
Perhaps the kindest turn in this ongoing basketball saga has been Reese's recent back injury, which has kept her off the court for several games. While injuries are never something to cheer, her time away has offered a brief break from the weekly highlight reels of basic basketball blunders. The timing couldn't have been better. Just as videos of her missed layups were flooding social media, her absence gave fans a chance to catch their breath from watching a pro miss shots most people could make. It's also bought Reebok's marketing team some breathing room to figure out how to promote shoes tied to someone whose most famous moments involve missing shots. Even more interesting, the injury happened right before a game against the Indiana Fever, led by Caitlin Clark, Reese's college rival who successfully made the jump to the pros. Thanks to Reese sitting out, viewers avoided what could have been the most one-sided face-off since David met Goliath. If David had been blindfolded and Goliath handed a basketball.
She had a good game, 22 points, 13 rebounds, but she shot terribly. She got bailed out so many times, throwing up brick layups, getting phantom foul calls from the refs. She did make 10 of 11 free throws, so that is good. 6 of 16 from the floor is not good at all. 0 of 1 from 3. She was a -11. Listen, man, Kiki Area Fan got the better of her today.